Alrighty, week three is upon us. Isn't that exciting? It's time for my weekly picks. Week 2 is better. When I said I had nowhere to go but up, it was technically correct. Wasn't exactly gangbusters, but can't win them all. Apparently, based off of my picks, I don't win most of them, or even a majority of them at this point. Last week, 8-8, picking winners, 9-7 against the spread for the season, 13-19, picking winners, 16-16 against the spread. Oopsie daisies, but 2 weeks does not a season make. Got a long way to go. We do. So, batten down the hatches. Time to get serious here. Week 3 has to be better, and it's going to be better, damn it. Started off all Thursday night, picking the Browns minus the 3. They end up winning 21-17. Finally got Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold's showdown, I should say, in the second half, because it's pretty one-sided, if you can be honest. And it's Baker 1, Sam nothing, that's for sure. But started off 1-0. Feeling good. Let's get to the rest of the picks. Early Sunday, you got Drew Brees and the Saints traveling to Atlanta to take on Matt Ryan and the Falcons. Falcons are favored by 2.5. I like the Falcons here. That Saints defense is really struggling, and now they got to go on the road to face an explosive offense like the Falcons. Give me the Falcons minus the 2.5. 49ers and Jimmy G travel to Kansas City to take on a red-hot Patrick Mahomes and Kansas City Chiefs offense. Chiefs are getting 6.5 points here, giving 6.5 points here. I like the Chiefs to win this game, go to 3-0, but their defense scares me in terms of maintaining spreads because they're really bad. And I don't know that the 49ers offense is all that great, which is why people should have been pumping the brakes just a tad on Jimmy G because the talent around him is not great. But that's a lot of points. So give me the Chiefs to win, but give me the 49ers plus the 6.5. The Raiders and John Gruden travel to Miami searching for a pass rush. He's in Chicago, and his name's Khalil Mack. Thank you, John Gruden. Love you long time for that one. The Dolphins are favored by 3, as they should be. They're 2-0, kind of surprisingly. The Raiders are 0-2, maybe not so surprisingly. The Raiders got to travel all the way to the East Coast, and there's so many reasons why to not pick the Raiders here. But I'm going to. Give me the Raiders to win plus the 3. The Bills, Josh Allen. Oh, spectacles, testicles, wallet, watch. Good luck to you, brother. Because now you got to travel into Minnesota to take on the Vikings. We're going to be kind of pissed about what happened last week in Lambeau with that tie. The Vikings are giving 16.5 points here. It's a big spread, as it should be. The only thing I would say that works against the Vikings a little bit, no Dalvin Cook, no Everson Griffin. Maybe the Bills have a chance to keep it 2 touchdown respectable or score a touchdown or 2 in garbage time. But Minnesota's going to win. They'll probably win big. But I will take the Bills to cover the 16.5 because that is a really big spread. The Colts travel to Philly to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Carson Wentz is back. Hooray! Carson Wentz, nut hugger, numero uno. You're looking at him. You're looking at him. But his first game back, coming off of the torn ACL, he's going to be rusty. He's going to be a little shaky at times. Andrew Luck has looked pretty good through 2 weeks of the season. I still think the Eagles win this game because I can't envision them going 1-2. But the Colts will keep it close and competitive, I think. Give me the Colts to cover the 6.5 points. The Packers, with a one-legged Aaron Rodgers, travel to the Redskins to take on a 2-legged Alex Smith. It's that 2005 draft showdown. Oh, baby. Give me Aaron Rodgers on 1 leg versus Alex Smith with 2. Packers minus the 3. The Bengals at 2-0 travel to Carolina to take on Cam Newton and the Panthers. The Bengals, how about them? They look pretty good right now. Maybe bringing back Marvin Lewis wasn't such a... let's not get crazy and carried away. There's a long season to go. Carolina's favored by 3. Honestly, I think the Bengals win. Give me the Bengals and plus the 3. Tennessee, with or without Mariota in the lineup, traveled to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Jaguars are 7-point favorites. I know sometimes big spreads in divisional matchups can be tough, but give me the Jags minus the 7. The Broncos at 2-0 travel to Baltimore to take on the Ravens, who are smarting off of last Thursday's loss against the Bengals. That said, the Ravens have had a week and a half to prepare. I don't think the Broncos are all that good. Give me the Ravens minus 5.5. And then you got a battle of 0-2 teams. 2 teams that people had some expectations for this year in the Giants and the Texans. This game is of critical importance to both because in either case, it is really, really hard to envision either one of these teams being able to start 0-3 and having any delusions whatsoever of the playoffs. This is a must-win game in Week 3. And you hate to be in a position in Week 3 where it's a must-win game. But for both teams, it truly is a must-win game. I do not have any confidence in Eli Manning behind his offensive line against that Texans pass rush. Give me the Texans minus the 6. Maybe just Sham Watson will ball out on Sunday. The late Sunday games. You got the Chargers visiting the Rams. It's a crosstown classic. At least it's at the Coliseum, so you might actually get some people to show up. And you'll stumble into somebody being there is a fan of an LA team. How about that? The Rams are favored by 7.5. Give me the Rams to win, the Chargers to cover the spread. The Bears travel to the desert to take on the 0-2 Cardinals. And the Bears are only getting 5 points here. Oh, my God. And Sam Bradford is still starting. Oh, my God. Suck Bradford. Oh, God. That Bears pass rush better be in his shit all day to the point where they eventually have no choice but to put Josh Rosen in. I mean, the Cardinals have scored 6 points in 2 games, and all of a sudden we're thinking that they're going to keep it within 5. I mean, crazier shit has happened, but give me a break. The Bears minus a 5 here all fucking day. Your marquee late Sunday matchup is going to be the Cowboys traveling to Seattle to take on the 0-2 Seahawks. Seahawks are getting a point here. To me, this feels like as much of a pick 'em as anything. Loser of this game, for sure, is out of the playoff race in the NFC. You can book it. It's done. It's a wrap. And you could say, well, the Seahawks are at home. It's tough to play up there. But if I recall correctly, a couple of years ago, when they took Zeke up there, they won. If I recall correctly. And a couple of years before that, they took DeMarco Murray up there and won. Give me the Cowboys plus the 1 to win this game. The Sunday night matchup. Bill Belichick, Tom Brady coming off of that loss to Jacksonville. Now they're going to Detroit, and they're going to take it out of Matt Patricia's ass. The Patriots are only getting 7 here. They're only a 7-point favorite. Yeah, give me the Patriots minus the 7. Good grief. And then Monday night, you got the Steelers traveling to Tampa Bay to take on the Fighting Fitzmagics. The real Fitzmagic, damn it. The Bucs are 2-0 and playing really good football and beating some decent teams. The Steelers are 0-1-1 and look like a disheveled, disorganized mess. This has to be the statement game for the Steelers. This is the game they have to turn things around because if they don't, the season's going to head down in a deep, deep, dark place very, very quickly. If the Buccaneers were a bad team, I would pick them to win all day. Right now, the Buccaneers look to be a decent team, and they're playing good football. I just, for no other reason than that, pick the Steelers to win. It makes no sense, but sometimes the NFL makes no sense. So those are my weekly picks. That's right, this is almost 9 minutes of your life you'll never get back. You can pick against me in the comments, and you jerks will probably all do better than me anyways. But it's a long season, and the war has just begun.